Wayne, 5432. Folks, I would like to have you meet with Wayne Collins, my dear, dear friend, and a great, he makes a tremendous sacrifice to keep Glendora's bookkeeping, and he does it by telephone, and he stays with it until it balances. And now, Wayne, you're talking about the month of August?
That's right. I have the month of August calculated here.
Wayne, what was the total in, hon?
The total in was $2,652.
Yeah, could we round that off to 2,700, hon?
Well, I suppose we could. That's not the way I calculated it here.
No, all right, okay. All right. And now, what was the total out business?
Total out business was $2,702.
How much, Wayne?
$2,702.
Was the total out?
No, that's the total out for business.
The same as the total in?
Yes.
Wow.
You really overspent this month.
Oh, Wayne. Well, I'm so glad you made a record of that.
Yeah, your total out was $3,701. So,
wow.
you overspent this month by $1,049.
And Wayne, what was the total out personal?
$999.
Wow. I guess that's why the bank account has only $900 in it when it did have 4,000. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, honey. What was the biggest expense?
Well, the biggest expense, I believe, was non-employee compensation, $1,409.
And that was to Phil Eddy because we were waiting for him to be signed up with Consumer Direct.
That's right.
To be paid by Medicaid. Okay, repeat that, would you, hon?
Yes, for non-employee compensation would be your largest expense, $1,409, and Phil came on compensation on September 1st.
He came under Consumer Direct on September 1st.
Right.
They started paying him. Okay, honey, and I figured they've already paid him $1,000.
Most likely, yes.
Uh-huh.
Now, technical equipment was $399, and your postage was $13.
Honey, would you tell us what you mean by technical equipment?
Well, if you buy a recorder or if you buy those discs, what are the discs that you buy?
DVDs, I see.
Yes.
And batteries.
Yes, batteries. Or if you bought a tape recorder, that would be technical equipment.
Oh, yeah. And I think we did buy the digital audio recorder.
Yes, if you buy a recorder, certainly that's technical equipment.
All righty.
And further spending for business, I mentioned postage, $13, and your telephone expenses were $159. Gasoline was $102. And cars is $0. Now, I understand you don't have the cars anymore. Is that correct?
That's yes. They're only on their way to being squashed.
Oh dear.
And that's at the same time the Glenny's going to be squashed. So.
Oh dear.
Wayne, I wanted to ask you: is the price of gasoline going down?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's down to $3.55 a gallon here, I believe was the last price I saw.
Mm-hmm.
It had been $4.
Uh-huh. And how much did we spend?
$102.
And it wasn't for our cars, it was for the other people who do errands for us?
Right, and every time Patricia came over from Pittsfield, you would give her $10 for gas.
Thank you very much for clarifying it. What else went on?
One time only business $0. Your office rent was $300. I wasn't given the rent for this month, but I know it's $400.
Thank you for checking us on that.
Oh, you're welcome. And then your medical, you spent zero on medical this month.
Hooray!
And zero on dental.
Yeah. No doctors, no hospitals, right, Wayne?
Yes, yes.
No medicine, right?
Right.
And 94 years old. Keep it up, Wayne.
Keep it up, Glendora. Okay. Donations received $210.
Donations receipted.
Yes.
Oh, that means donations that we gave to people for which there would be a receipt involved.
Yes.
And how does, excuse me, what were you saying?
Paid by check. Yes.
And how is that different from gifts?
Well, those, you don't have a receipt for the gifts. Those might be cash that you'd give someone. Or something for which you don't get a receipt. So your electric bill was zero because
No.
I believe Consumer Direct pays that.
No, honey, not Consumer Direct. Rensselaer County Social Services pays for that.
Oh, all right, because you haven't had an expense for electricity since January.
$485 the county gave us toward our light bill.
Oh, okay. How often do they give you that?
Well, it's this way. This year, Wayne, they gave us $485.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, excuse me, this year they gave us $425. Last year they gave us $385.
Oh, all right. Because maybe when you spend that, it might come from Consumer Direct. I'm not sure.
No, honey,
Oh,
it has nothing to do with Consumer Direct.
oh, because the last expense I have for your electricity bill would be in January. That's the last one. Every one is zero since.
It's from Rensselaer County Social Services.
Oh, all right. Museum expense rent is $75. So your total rent, as I said, is $400. You spent zero on print and $7 for consolidated internet.
I think we got to go back and do the rent again. The business rent is $300, right?
Right.
And the personal rent's $100,
Yes,
and the museum rent is $75.
that's right.
Okay.
And I have it all recorded as such. And your bank fee for the month was $26.
The bank, what, dear?
Bank fees, $26.
Oh yeah, what was that for?
Give the cashier's check,
No, not cashier's check. Money orders.
money orders. Okay. And your airtime was zero. Office supplies, $2. High-speed internet, I have zero for that.
Folks, could I back up and remind you all that Cumberland Farms has money orders. Walmart has money orders. Hannaford's has money orders. Wayne, I bet your stores have money orders too.
Most likely, I wasn't aware of it. I hadn't given it any thought.
Where do you go? Big Y and...
I do grocery shopping at all those places. Big Y, Price Shoppers.
Aldi's, you do Aldi's?
Aldi's, mm-hmm. Now, your total out for business, as I said, was $2,702. Your personal expenses, $999. Total out, $3,701.
$3,700, wow.
Okay, for groceries, you spent $600.
Well, you must have gone bananas this month.
I had a lot to do.
Yeah,
Your,
it was kind of depressing, wasn't it?
well, it was a challenge, let's say.
Oppressing is the word, yeah. Okay.
Your household expenses, $97. Laundry was $30 for August, but I realize that's going to be less in the future. Your electricity for personal was zero. For clothes, you spent $18. And as you said, I'm getting into your personal expenses now. Your rent toward your personal expense was one.
Wayne, just a second. Can you go to Salvation Army and see if they have any ladies' pants white with pockets.
Yes.
Okay, just one pair, honey?
Oh, wait a minute now. I'm sorry, we don't have a Salvation Army store anymore.
No, tell me about it, Wayne.
Well, they had to get out where they were because they wanted to turn it over to a marijuana business. So Salvation Army had to vacate, and there was no place else for them to relocate. So we have no Salvation Army thrift store anymore.
Oh, do you think they'll recoup?
I don't know. I'd like to see them do so.
Well, do you have a Goodwill?
Yeah, we do have a Goodwill.
Okay. And you probably have other thrift stores.
I don't know of any other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you wanted ladies' pants, white, with pockets?
Yes, Wayne, and the size would be around 12, 13, or 14.
12 to 14.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome.
Now, where were you in your expenses when I interrupted you?
Oh, on your personal expenses, we said you spent $18 for clothes. Rent, your personal part of your rent was $100. Now, for health and beauty aid, you spent $0 for August.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
$63.
Yesterday, we just bought 2 huge jars of Pond's, and that was about $18. So next month, you will have health and beauty aids.
Yes. Yes. That's what it runs some months, is about $18. For gifts, it was $63. One time only personal is $81. That would be, as I remember, if you sent for a birth certificate or a marriage certificate, something of that nature.
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
So you went in the hole this month by $1,049.
Wow.
Now,
Well, Wayne, thank you. I'm sorry we did, but it went all for good things, didn't it? It was helping others, wasn't it?
oh yes. And you asked about gifts earlier. That would be, for example, too, if you bought some bird seed for the vegetarian club.
Oh, thank you very much.
Now, but I keep a separate category because these have already been included in other expenses. But for the vegetarian club, that amounted to $65 for the month of August.
Well, I am very, very grateful to you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Wayne, I'm going to tell you what we have left.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first day of fall. It came last night at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
The autumnal equinox. Okay. We have $1,685 to pay the museum rent for the next 2 years, dear.
Oh, yeah.
And we have in the trust, which Medicaid makes me take, we have $900.
Mm-hmm.
In the bank, under the so-called debit card to spend the rest of the month, we have $900.
All right. Now, that sounds pretty good with the trust because today is the 23rd of September.
Oh, good encouragement.
So you only have a little over a week when you can spend that $900.
Well, good encouragement, Wayne.
October 3rd is a Monday, so then you'll be starting your new fiscal month for October. So today's the 23rd. A week from today is the 30th, 7, 8. You've got about 10 days in which you can spend that $900.
That's for the trust, you say, that Medicaid makes me have.
Yes.
And then I have $900 in the bank
Mm-hmm.
that can be spent for this month.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the pocket, Wayne, about $200.
Oh, yes. So you should be okay for this month.
And then the food stamps is about $250.
Yes. And you're, for October, or for September rather, your non-employee compensation is not going to run as high because Phil has been put under Consumer Direct.
Yes. honey, except that I made a terrible mistake, and so did he, and so did Amy. Nobody clocked in.
Oh,
And so I have another 5 hours to pay Phil in September, honey, in October, and that will be October 5th.
okay. They must clock in. That's very important.
Yeah, they must.
And I'm sure you'll remind them.
No, I'm as bad at it as they are. And then the timesheet people call up and they say, is this correct? Is the clock right? This is what we have on the computer. Is that correct? And Madeline has to be somebody besides me. And Madeline, your friend, she tells them if it's okay and to put it through.
Oh.
What do you call Madeline? What would you call Madeline? The overseer? The, what would you call her? The controller? The controller?
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Overseer, as you said.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, Wayne.
You're welcome. So that concludes your expenses for the month of August.
Tell us one of your favorite jokes, would you?
One of the favorite, well, I like the one that you gave me to tell
No,
us.
I did this morning.
You did this morning?
You mean about the can of peaches?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it this morning. I just told it to the folks.
You did that one this morning?
Yeah, give me one of your other ones, please.
Well, I like the one about the coffee shop with the sign in the window where it says, don't make fun of our coffee. Someday you'll be old and weak too.
Very good. Can you give me another one?
Another one?
Uh-huh.
The donut was stale, but the coffee was too weak to go over and greet it.
Yeah, I think you need rehearsal on that one.
I think I do.
All right, go back to another one. Go back to another one. Yeah, you have lots of them, Wayne.
I like the sign over the stockbroker's office, with the mistletoe over the door of the stockbroker's office, because that means you can kiss your money goodbye when you go in.
And by the way, how is the stock market today?
It looks as if it's going to be down again today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Never know what's going to happen between now and close.
Yeah, uh-huh. Good Lord, no. You never know. Another joke, Wayne.
Another joke?
If you can't remember them, I'll have to go to work and try to remember them.
Yeah, the little girl said to her mother, didn't you say that we all come from dust and return to dust? And the mother said, that's right. And she said, well, the little girl said, well, I looked under the bed, so somebody must be either coming or going.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I like the one about the family went to church, the mother, the daughter, the little girl, and the father complained the sermon was too long-winded. The mother complained the choir was off-key. And the little girl said, well, it was a pretty good show for a dime.
And tell us the one about the man who asked his priest if it was a sin to play golf on Sunday.
Oh, yes, the man said to his priest, Father, is it a sin if I play golf on Sunday? And the priest said, Son, I've watched you play golf. And the way you play, it's a sin for you to play any day. And I also like the one about the pastor's wife who went to the hardware store and she asked for a box of cockroaches and a box of spiders. And they said, well, what do you want with cockroaches and spiders? And she said, well, my husband is a pastor in the church up the street, and last night the congregation voted him out. And we were told that we should leave the parsonage in the same condition in which we found it.
Thank you very, very much, Wayne Collins in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and we'll listen to our show on Pittsfield Public Access TV, folks. Pittsfield Public Access TV. I think it's called Pittsfield Community TV.
Yes.
And we will watch it, listen to it tomorrow, Saturday.
Sure.
At what time, Wayne?
11:30 a.m.
Yes, and we thank Mr. David Cachet for that, right?
Yes, we do.
All right, dear, and we thank Mr. Jim Clark for being our presenter. Grace and peace unto you, Mr. Collins.
And to you as well, Glendora.